Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is the daily close for Nasdaq and SPX. We're gonna see both what happened today and what it might happen next. So basically we saw today higher prices, of course, and we saw again a little bit move toward the downside after a wave 5 potentially here. However, that is a nice signal given, of course, for higher. If you remember today, I was wondering, okay, what would be the reaction after this? Would we get 3 waves down and moving for higher? And that, of course, because it's gonna open something like for ending diagonal wave 1, and then wave 2 very shallow. If you remember, go to the live stream today, and I mentioned that, okay, we might be in a leading diagonal and very shallow wave 2, because when you are in a leading diagonal, the wave 2 can be very shallow and start to move toward the upside impulsively. Would this happen? Well, after those 3 waves, it is very possible, guys. Very possible. And that means we might get an extended wave 5, wave 3 toward the upside. Okay? Very possible. And also, I would like to see the reaction, of course, when taking the all-time high again. So if we take the all-time high and it moves very impulsively, therefore, okay, we're moving and heading potentially to the 22K to 100. Yeah. In a wave 5 for a wave 3 here in the yellow, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, somehow like that. Okay. And then moving for a wave 4 again, of course, in the yellow later on. So very high possibility, guys. Very high possibility. Now, of course, what is a possibility for bearish? That's why I was mentioning, be careful and watch exactly what's going to happen when we take the high here, okay, and even a little bit above. Why? Because the possibility here for the bearish can be, of course, a zigzag toward the upside, taking the high a little bit in 3 waves again, which is A, B, and a C, of course, as an expanding flat. However, this is still, of course, corrective. Yeah. But it can be possibility, of course, that it is corrective for a wave 4. It can also not be, because I'm expecting a deep wave 4 based on the alternation for a wave 2 here in the yellow. It's a very shallow one. I would like to see a zigzag for this wave 4 here. Therefore, yes, it depends how the character of this corrective wave is going to be. Yeah? Expanding flat can be, of course, aggressive, but you would like to see something even much more after it. Like 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, to be very deep, and then moving toward the upside. But currently, it shows some strands toward the upside, meaning this wave potentially is not finished yet, guys. We might see, of course, some higher prices. If we take a look also on the S&P 500, well, I don't know what's wrong with this S&P, guys, always lagging behind Nasdaq and still in red. However, we are still, of course, in a wave 4, obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, okay? So basically, nothing has happened yet. Of course, this is a clearer wave 4 here that we are looking at potentially for this impulse, small impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But we would like to see, of course, the wave 5. Maybe it will start to unfold with the wave 3 was Nasdaq, because, you know, it's always behind, right? Always behind. Wave 5, Nasdaq is already in wave 3. So basically, you would like to see a wave 5 and maybe also following Nasdaq after all. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna see, of course, for Nasdaq, for S&P, but yeah, it's a little bit slow always and in behind. Yeah, I would like to see also, by the way, also as per alternation for a wave 2 here, you have a flat expanding flat. You would like to see a zigzag as alternation for this wave 4 in case we are in a wave 4, but of course not yet, guys. I think one more wave and then a zigzag. Yep, so these are the possibilities, and of course, yeah, what it might happen next for Nasdaq and SPX. Trade safe. I wish you to have a nice day tomorrow, and of course, trade safe always. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.